Welcome to Harmony, Parenting Light. This is the space where I share my journey of learning to be a parent, real stories, valuable experiences, and how I help my child find his voice. If you're on this journey too, don't forget to hit subscribe and share your story in the comments below.
I cried for an entire week after my daughter was diagnosed with autism. I blamed myself for working relentlessly in my final months and believed I could complete everything before maternity leave. I forgot that my unborn child reacts differently to stress. Tears blurred my days as I questioned every decision I had made. I felt I had failed as a mother. The words autism were unfamiliar and frightening, and I wondered if my relentless work had passed unwanted pressure to my baby. In deep despair, I realized that endless crying would not help her. I knew I had to gather strength and act. Only I could guide my daughter through this challenge. I resolved to stop wallowing and do what was best for her future. I picked up the book the doctor handed me and began reading every word with trembling hands. Each page became a beacon in the darkness. That book soon transformed into my compass, showing me how to rediscover my child's lost voice. With each reread, I absorbed essential chapters and highlighted passages that resonated with my heart. I realized that knowledge and understanding were the keys to supporting her brain's development and finding hope in the midst of uncertainty. I immersed myself in research, reading studies on autism, joining parenting groups worldwide, and absorbing every shared experience I could find online. I discovered that I was not alone. Countless parents had journeyed this same arduous path. One article caught my eye. A mother described how a strict diet of organic, gluten-free food had transformed her autistic child. Her story ignited a spark of possibility in me, that nutrition might hold a real chance for my daughter's development. I also read a Japanese study recommending salmon, rich in DHA, to support brain development. The idea was simple yet powerful. My daughter's brain, still in formation, could benefit from targeted nutrients to mend its wiring and unlock potential. I began to see autism not as a permanent flaw, but as a temporary misstep in brain development. With the right intervention, I believe the odds were in our favor. If other mothers could find answers through food, so could I for my little girl. Like many parents, I searched for the best foods to nourish a growing brain. I carefully selected seasonal produce grown locally, avoiding chemical pesticides and processed foods, ensuring every meal was a building block for her future well-being. I refused to serve fast food or dining out meals. Cooking at home allowed me to control every ingredient. Each meal was crafted with care, aiming to fortify her mind with natural, wholesome nutrition that I trusted deeply. I banned candy, packaged snacks, and processed treats from our diet. I knew these contained preservatives, artificial colors, and chemicals that could disturb delicate brain chemistry. Instead, I offered nourishing, fresh food every day. My daughter only drank water, never sugary sodas. Though she sometimes craved sweets, she ultimately preferred the natural flavors of fresh fruit, reinforcing my decision to rely on whole, unprocessed ingredients in every aspect of her diet. I sourced high-quality salmon, organic or raised without antibiotics, and ensured she received DHA supplements in the form of gummy vitamins. These choices were not extravagant. They were deliberate steps toward nurturing her developing brain. Even during my breastfeeding phase, I maintained a diet rich in brain foods, nut milk, salmon, fish oil, and plenty of calcium. I believed that every nutrient I consumed would directly support the vital growth of my baby through my milk. My meticulous diet and careful food choices made me realize how much I believed in the power of nutrition. I was determined to give her every chance to thrive, even if it meant challenging conventional expectations or enduring higher costs for better ingredients. I watched her with a mix of hope and disbelief. A brilliant child, so smart yet labeled autistic. I was shocked. I had always thought intelligence and autism could not coexist, but here she was defying every expectation. This realization drove me to research even further. I learned about various diets, the importance of organic food, and even explored cultural studies on autism. Every discovery fueled my determination to find the right path for her recovery. Slowly, I began to trust that autism was not a final verdict, but a challenge my daughter's still developing brain could overcome. I embraced hope, armed with information, love, and a commitment to provide the best for her future. Thank you for joining me on this raw and honest journey. In our next video, I will reveal the first words and simple phrases I introduced to help my daughter speak, offering practical strategies that transformed our lives. Stay tuned.